everyone, my name is Acharchelle Charles from the Irvington Public Library. Today I'll be reading The Tortoise and the Hare, retold by Roberto Piumini and illustrated by Varbara Nascimbeni. Once upon a time, there was a hare that was always boasting. "Who is the fastest creature in the world?" "Me," he would say. "Which creature can beat anyone else in a race?" "Me." The other animals were fed up with his arrogance. They did not want to spend time with him or his attitude, so they always ran off as soon as he started boasting. One day, just when a quiet tortoise was passing by, the hare began his usual speech. The tortoise did not, or could not, hurry away very quickly, so the hare called to him, "Hey, slowpoke, everyone knows that I am the fastest in the world, but you are definitely the slowest." The tortoise stopped, looked at him, thought for a moment, and said, "Let's have a race, and we shall see if what you say is true." The hare burst out laughing. He hopped about the meadow, shouting, "Did you hear that? This slowpoke is challenging me to a race. He's challenging me. If my ears weren't so long and good, I would think I hadn't heard right." The animals in the forest heard the hare screeching and laughing. They came over to see what was happening. In the meantime, the tortoise had reached a log on the bank of the lake. As soon as the hare had stopped laughing, the tortoise said, "Here, hare, this will be our start and also our finish. We'll go around the lake once. The first to touch this log is the winner." The old gray mouse cleared his throat. "I'll be the referee," he said. "Okay, we'll have this race," cried the hare, laughing and snorting. "I'll reach the finish before you even set off." "Never you mind," said the tortoise. "Let's just race." They lined up by the log. "Ready," said the mouse. "Set, go!" The hare bolted off on his long legs while the tortoise inched forward. The hare was running even faster than normal, while the tortoise made no special effort. He just continued on his way, slow and steady. When he was halfway around the lake, the hare felt a bit out of breath. He turned back to have a look at his competitor. The tortoise was only a few steps away from the starting line. "I'm a long way ahead," thought the hare. "When I reach the finish line, I don't want to be panting as if winning was hard work. I'll just lie down and rest for a while. Then, in 2 hops, I'll reach the finish all nice and fresh." He lay down on the grass and closed his eyes under the warm sun. Feeling a nice, gentle breeze, he fell asleep right away. After quite a long while, the tortoise came to the spot where the hare was snoring in the grass. He glanced at the boastful creature. Then, without making a sound, the tortoise continued on his journey, slow and steady. An hour later, when the sun was nearly setting, the cool air woke the hare. He suddenly opened his eyes and sat up. "Oh, I must have overslept," he said, looking behind him. There was no one there. He looked ahead. No one. The hare sprinted off. He ran quickly, leaping lightly through the grass. Finally, he spotted the shell of the tortoise tottering along. and just beyond the tortoise was the dark log. The hare sped up now. His heart raced, for he was worried that a mere tortoise would beat him. He dashed through the grass, nearly flying through the air. But the hare didn't make it. He still had a few feet to go when the tortoise very slowly placed his head on the log. The gray mouse cried out, "The tortoise has won! The tortoise has won!" The tortoise glowed with happiness. He was pleased to find that Slow and Steady had won the race. And the hare, he could only hang his head in shame. There was a great party in honor of the winner. All of the animals came to celebrate. The only one missing was the hare, who refused to show his face in the woods. He was so ashamed. In fact, he hid in a hole in the ground for the next 3 months. The end. Thank you everyone for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye!